Hello student, let's continue with the same chapter with the next topic, that is open source philosophy. So what is open source philosophy or software? It is used to refer those software where you that is used for the purpose to study, to modify, to redistribute the copies of either the original or modified programs. It means these kinds of software can study, you can modify, you can redistribute these softwares. Okay, but before moving to the elaboration part, let's clear about two terms which are most often misunderstood, that is free software and open source software. So student, what is free software? Free software is very simply, it is the software which is used, changed, improved, copied and distributed by all who wish to do so. But the main thing is that no payment are needed to made. For free software you need not have to pay any amount. Okay, now let's see what happened in case of now free software is a matter of liberty, not price. Means no any kind of payment is made in case of free software. But what happened in case of open source software? Open source software on the other hand can be freely used, but it does not have to be free of charge. So I hope the concept is clear that for the open source software there is a charge, some charge has to be paid, some amount have to be paid, whereas this is not in case of free software. Clear? Now so here some definitions and the criterias have been given, like free redistribution, no there is no restriction to redistribute. These source codes are available. Source code means what? The code in which the software has been written. So those are the source code. Then derived words, the license must allow modification and derived works. Integrity of the author's source code, the integrity of the author's source code must be maintained. Means the in code in which the software has been written, it should be maintained. After that, lots of points are there, that distribution of license, the right attached to the program must apply to all to whom the program is redistributed. License must be technology neutral, means no provision of the license must be predicated on any individual technology or style. Means the license is not get does not get affected the software because of the technology. So these are the things that these are various points that you need to follow for free, or you can not free, open source software. Now what is FOSS? You need to know the full forms of all these terms, student. FOSS is nothing but free and open source software. So by the term we can easily guess that free as well as open belongs to category of FOSS. The term FOSS represents the importance of freedom or technical progress. It is free, even you can get it in a free, and you can study, you can modify, and you can redistribute also. So that is FOSS. So there are various definitions pertaining to open source software, students. Just you need to go this definition in a very single line, like OS means open source software, FLOSS. FLOSS means this is one more important term, free, libre and open source software, or you can say free, libre and open source software. So FLOSS is used to refer to a software which is both free software as well as open source software. Okay, then GNU is here. Other terms are also here. So just go for only for a single line, like FSF, Free Software Foundation, created for the purpose of supporting free software movement. OSI, open source initiative. Then freeware is generally used for software which is available free of cost and which allows copying and further distribution but not modification, and whose source code is not available. So student, everything is same here, but you cannot modify the software as because source code means the code is not available. W3C means World Wide Web Consortium is responsible for producing software standard for World Wide Web. Then proprietary software is software that is neither open nor freely available. It uses proprietary means what? Suppose someone have particular firm like medicine firm, they have their own software, so those kind of software we can consider as proprietary software. This can happens in garment shop also. Now shareware is a software which is made available with the right to redistribute copies, but it is stipulated that if one intend to use the software often after a certain period of time, then a license fee should be paid. License fee should be paid means after a certain period when the validity get expire, that time again to reuse it, the fee have to be paid so that it can be a reuse. Now copy left software. Copylifted software is a free software whose distribution terms ensure that all copies of all versions carry more or less the same distribution term. This means, for instance, and require general license, disallow other to add additional requirement to and require making some code available. Means copylifted software you cannot add your other additional features in the software. You have to use the software the way it is. Okay, next move to copyright and other licenses. So what is copyright? Copyright is nothing but the copyright is a collection of rights that automatically vests to the creator of an original creative work such as a literal work, a design, song, movie or software, etc. A copyright holder can give license to use its work in a specific way. Means the license are permissions given to use a product or someone's creations. Copyright means what? Copyright or license means the license means someone else creation can be give the permission to use to other, so that is copyright. Here we should know about a related term. Sometime before we have discussed copyleft. Copyleft is a license that gives right opportunity to copyright. The copyleft offers users the right to free distribute and modify the original work, but only under the condition that the derivative work be licensed with the same rights. Now you can see here the symbols, the copyright symbols, the C is turned to right and copyleft C is turned to left side. Now here next several license and domains, these you need not have to go student, just go for the full form once, otherwise you need not have to go through this. Okay, I related these terms, you just know these terms, you thoroughly, you need not have to learn these. Now next we will see go through the definition difference between public domain software and proprietary software. Public domain software is free and can be used without restriction, whereas proprietary software is not neither free nor available for public. So there are few differences that you need to go through. Now next term is cyber crime. This already we have discussed in class 11 student. So what is cyber crime? It is just the criminal offense that is facilitated by or involves the use of electronic communications, including any electronic devices, computer or the internet, that is referred to as cyber crime. So phishing, credit card frauds, illegal downloading or child pornography, cyberbullying, cyber stacking, all these are the like creation and distribution of viruses, the spams, all these comes under the category of cybercrime. Some cybercrime common these days are hacking. Hacking, we also discussed that it is not the gaining unauthorized access to a network or computer or digital files. Next, move to now spoofing. It's a fraudulent or malicious practice in which communication is sent from an unknown source disguised as a trusted source known to be. Means it seems that spoofing means someone is sending you, a known person is sending you, will feel that someone known person is sending you the data or message, but actually it's not that the known person, it's someone else to whom you don't know, but might be he is using the account of that known person, or you have created account of that known person. Okay, next is phishing, is the practice of attempting to acquire sensitive information from individuals over the internet by means of deceptions. So phishing also is acquiring information over the internet, like usernames, bank account information, and social security numbers. The term phishing is a play on phishing. Hackers use various forms of bets in order to catch a victim. Then cyber troll or bullying uh, means purposely cyber bullying. Trolls can refer to a person also who is doing it, and may refers to the derogatory comments posted by a troll. Bullying is a cyber and is closely related to cyberbullying. In fact, the form of cyber, so cyberbullying or trolling means what? Writing unnecessary the comments posted against someone, that is troll, or you can say bullying. Cyberbullying occurs when someone uses the internet, a cell phone, email, instant messaging, chat rooms, or social networks such as Facebook to harass or demean, embarrass, or intimidate someone else. So bullying is nothing but to harass someone else. It is commonly a cyber committed by teens too, as their growing access to electronic communication makes it possible to make fun of or ostracize others, means to embarrass other. Okay, that is cyberbullying. Next is cyber stacking and scams are there. Online harassment, whereas victim is subjected to a barrage of online messages and emails, often now cyber stacker release upon the often do this to trouble their victims. They collect all personal informations. The stackers may post their information on any illegal websites. People of all kind from nook and corner of the world who's come across the information start calling the victim. So these all are the stacking, means someone is posting the illegal things about you, and your known people are continuously calling you regarding the incident. So these all comes under the cyber stacking. Now, scams, any fraudulent business practice that extracts money from an unsuspected, ignorant person is called as scams. These days, the internet has become another primary source of scams. Scams committed over the internet are called online scams. Okay. Now, then illegal downloads, child pornography, defined as the visual or written representations, images, sending the illegal images. These all are comes under the cyber crime. Now, cyber law and IT Act is there. So these are the laws under which we can manage these cyber crimes. You just go through these ones. Now, e-waste management, or you can say electronic waste or waste, electrical and electronic equipment, describes discarded electrical or electronic devices. So e-waste means to discard, to remove the electronic devices. Electronic waste may be the defined as the discarded computer, office electronic equipments, entertainment device, electronic mobile phones, television sets. So of all the different types of waste, electronic waste has the characteristics of the fastest growing segments, of so most valuable due to its basic composition, very hazardous if not handled carefully. So these characteristics you have to go through, students. e-waste disposal process, how you can dispose this e-waste process, and how this e-waste can be recycled. These go through this once, because it's quite important term. Question may set from this topic that how the e-waste disposal can be recycled, or what are the benefits of recycling this. Okay, so creates jobs, toxic waste, saves landfill spaces. There are various steps. Then health concern with technology uses, no need to go for this. At last is internet addiction. So internet addiction, you all are familiar with the term continuous use of the internet. A person find a balance between their time online and their time offline. It is considered effect with mental health. This condition is called internet addiction or internet addiction disorder. So there are certain rules to overcome these. Mental and emotional symptoms are there, physical symptoms are there because of uh, internet addiction. It these things can happen. Okay, so it suffers from personal, family, academic, financial and occupational issues, real life relationships. Then sufferer becomes socially awkward. So thus, for internet addiction, a person needs timely help of qualified doctor, counselor and family. So students, I'll be sending you few questions that you need to write in your copy, and answer you can find from the book also, and from these chapters only short questions will come. No need to go for very large questions. That's why I'm telling you continuously to go through the chapter thoroughly, so that short questions you can easily give answers. Okay, this much. Thank you.